MashaAllah, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah al-aliyyil azim. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kafa. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Amma ba'du. Farabbi shrah li sadri. ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي وقل ربي أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا بسم الله وبالله وتوكلت على الله. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. In verse number 122, we recite in the holy book of Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, second chapter of the holy book of Quran. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ya Bani Israel, azkuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum. وَأَنِّي فَضَّلْتُكُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ. As we have said it so many times, and we reiterate it again, that the goal of these sessions of interpretation and explanation of the holy book of Quran and its verses is to give a good start for those who want to make deeper studies of this holy book. And the other goal is that the message of Allah, the guidance that Allah wants to convey it to the mankind, we can explore it and we can tell it from the words of Allah. And in this brief explanation, of course, the message of Allah is conveyed completely. But there are some more layer of understanding and contemplation in the words of Allah that can give some more spiritual insight and enlightenment to mankind. If somebody wants to reach to those deeper steps and deeper layer of that, then he should have more studies and keep contemplating on the book of Allah and its ayat, and he will find every time another aspect of the goodness of the word of Allah, and he will find some spiritual meaning, and he will have more familiarity with the meaning and the spiritual heights of the words of Allah. So we do the simple part of that to only convey the message of Allah to the people who are knowing English and they speak English and they understand English, so that they can find what Allah wants of mankind and what Allah wants to say to mankind. In verse number 122, continuation of the talk to the children of Israel is continued, and Allah now directly speaks to them and call them and Say, Ya Bani Israel, O children of Israel. We know that these people, children of Israel, they are descendants of Prophet Yaqub, and they are called Jews or Jews. Both of them are pronounced, and that is what somebody can see it in the dictionaries and those books. Ya Bani Israel, Lazkuru. Allah is telling them, while in the verses before Allah was talking to them, and in another verse, almost the same as this verse, verse number 45 of this chapter, also the same wording are there, and Allah talked to them and spoke to them, and He addressed them directly and said, Uskuru, have it in mind, bring it to your mind, keep it in your mind. Uskuru ni'mati allati an'amtu alaykum, that bestowing, that blessing, that bounty that I have given to you, I favored you with that bounty. An'amtu alaykum. And wa'anni, and what is that ni'mat? What is that ni'mat, O Allah? Tell us that you have selected children of Israel for that ni'mat. And Allah is telling them and telling us that is that وَأَنِّي فَضَّلْتُكُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, and that is that I have preferred you above all other beings. So we have to explain this word, and this word may some people think of that preferring them on all other beings, it means that they are somehow superior to others and superior to other people too. But here we have to differentiate between the meaning of karama wa fazala. Karama has a meaning and fazala has a meaning. Karama is also used in the Holy Book of Quran, and fazala also is used in the Holy Book of Quran. When fazala is used, like Allah said, وَتِلْكَ الرُّسُلُ فَضَّلْنَا بَعْضُهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ, there are that apostles and messengers of Allah, Allah have preferred some of them upon others. And also for regular and general folk of mankind, Allah said, فَضَّلْنَا بَعْضُكُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ, or said, بِمَا فَضَّلَ اللَّهُ بَعْضُكُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ. This word is used so many times in the Holy Book of Quran. And that it means that Allah has given some aspects of His bestowing to some of them. Means everybody has a part of the blessing of Allah. Means everybody has a part of the blessing so that they can make a society and they can cooperate with each other and have help of each other and be help to each other so that they can have life together. One has wealth, one has children, one has beauty, one has, for example, position, one have energy, one have health, and one have this thing, one have that thing. And in this way Allah has distributed all His bounties in different shapes and different kind to the different kind of people and in different ways and in different levels, so that this is what Allah is talking about, that is a preference. When somebody is given health, so he is preferred for having health. Here, Bani Israel are preferred. There are two steps for preference. In one step, all humankind are preferred on all other beings, so that when Allah created Adam, first man, Allah told all other creation, because all other creation are called angels, as malaika means that everybody who is having a duty from Allah, then it is called malaika. So everybody is to bow before Adam, and in this case Allah preferred Adam to be, or mankind or man to be one who is selected for being a viceroy to Allah. So he is selected at once with one step to all other creature of Allah. And from in the man, Banu Israel, or the children of Israel, they are preferred in this way that Allah has put the prophets from him within them and from them. So that is another preference, another step of the preference. So they are preferred for this, but one thing should be in mind, that whenever Allah preferred somebody for something, or he make him mufazzal, or with a fazl that Allah gives him, fazzal Allah to him, then it means that Allah gives the responsibility of that thing to him. For example, if somebody have wealth, he is responsible about that health, and he will be asked about that. And likewise, everything that Allah blessed somebody with his blessing, then this blessing is accountable, and this who is blessed is accountable for that. So here these people are sent a message of Allah to them, and so they are responsible. Prophet came to them, they are responsible, they are preferred. Though they are preferred, there were so many other people living all around the world, but they are specially preferred to be place of prophet, and prophet came to them and from within them. So this is a preference that Allah gave them. And there is another word which was karama. Karama means a superiority. That is something that is superiority, and it is not like fazala, and that is not used for them, and that is used for man, because man is superior to all other creature of Allah and what else Allah has created. So for this very reason Allah has said, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ, and we have made Bani Adam a superior one, somebody above all other things, so that he can take the reign of others. And Allah did not give reign of man to the hands of other things and other creation of him, but Allah have given the reign of so many other things in the hand of man, and man can manage them and can be above them and can take them in his service, but not of his creatures can take man's reign, or man cannot manage man, and man's destiny is not in their hand. So many things of Allah are, their destiny is in the hand of man. So this is what Allah has given a karam to man. So karam is something different from the fazl, and here Allah is saying that we have given a fazl to you. وَإِنِّي فَضَّلْتُكُمْ عَلَى الْعَالَمِينَ, and that we have given a fazl to you upon all other beings of the alam and all other being in this universe. So that is a correcting. Man is preferred on all other things, and in between man they were selected. But here Allah has used fazala. That is a format of past. Fazala is a format or is a pattern of the verb which is used for past, and that is something that Allah have done it, but it could be changed, and it is changed. Allah has changed that fazl from them, as Allah changes all other fazl that He makes to man. When somebody is not doing good with that fazl which Allah has given to him, then Allah changes that fazl and takes it away from him, and He can give it to another party or another man, as it is routine of Allah's, and that is a sunnah from Allah, and Allah does His work like that. Allah gives wealth to somebody, and after a while He takes it from him and gives it to another one. Or also sometime Allah gives so many things to somebody, and then when he makes shukr, Allah gives it more. But when Allah sees that he is not of those people who are gratitude towards him, then He takes them back and give them another part of His blessing. So that is what Allah's routine, or what Allah's map of work is like that, and that is what Allah does all the time like this. So this is what is the tafzeel of Bani Israel on others, and with this Allah want to tell them, we have preferred you, but of course you are responsible, and what you did about that blessing that Allah gave to you is explained in the ayat which are coming, and we will inshallah discuss them in the next session and the coming sessions. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you all.